It's all about quality and quantity on Brewsday Tuesday. Here's DreZ and Big Nate.
Brewsday Tuesday continues here. Brought to you by the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store in downtown Blacksburg. Great food, great beverages. They got pizza, but we looked at the menu. They don't have a deep dish on the pizza. I might need to talk to them about that. Because,
you know what they do have? One of my favorite Philly cheesesteaks in the New River Valley. It's so good.
Oh, well, when's
Yeah,
cheesesteak
we're going to
day?
find that day.
Yeah, we'll figure that one out down the road. But right now we are doing deep dish day, so we're enjoying a little pizza with our beer. Pretty much, quite possibly, the best combo of all time. I mean, you know, there's Bert and Ernie. There's what else? I don't know. Pizza,
Cookies
and,
and cream, peanut butter and jelly, and pizza and beer.
So I just popped the Hopping Nomad IPA, which is a session ale, apparently. And this is coming from Aldi, because I can't even find the brewery. But yes, I did.
There is no brewery.
This is the six-pack from Aldi. So
It's just Jeff in the back making beer at Aldi.
It says Wanaki, Wisconsin.
All right. There's some legitimacy.
I do not see any sort of brewery. For a true adventure inside us all. Clean medium, malt backbone, light body, aroma, and mixed berries, lemon, citrus, bubblegum, citrus. I do not see a brewery whatsoever with this thing. If only there was maybe an application that would kind of tell us this sort of thing. Tell me what you got over there. I'm pretty sure it actually has a brewery on the label. And in the meantime, I'll check on Tapped and see if I can figure out who's making this stuff.
Offshoot Beers Relax Hazy IPA. And I'm going to be real honest with you. I love what they've done. This is the brewery, by the way. I love what they've done with their label here. It's so simple. It's literally just got the picture of this giant catfish. At least I assume that's a catfish. Could be a gar. I'm not a marine biologist. And this dude chilling out in a tube float. Relaxing.
Yeah, just
and
relax.
no like flowery description. We're not waxing poetic about the beer. It says it's just a hazy IPA. And
It's that simple.
that has me excited. That being said, smell-wise, in comparison to the smell of the pizza that we've been smelling the whole time we've been in here, I don't know, man. This is going to be an interesting experience.
Yeah. So this is from Octopi Brewing.
Yeah,
I
that
still-
sounds made up.
I know. Well, full disclosure, I was having trouble with the Untapped app. It seems to be working now, so I had to Google it. But I do not see that anywhere on this can, which is interesting. This might be one of the first breweries
They didn't want to claim
that
it.
doesn't advertise. That's very interesting to me.
Well, now I have to know more about Octopi Brewing because if they've got this, and you know what, it is one of those things. Like you run into this with generic brands a lot. Is it's made in the same factory or it's made in the same facility and it's the same thing. You're just paying for that little stamp that says Eggland's Best or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if there are some breweries that are doing that to make some money on the side.
I don't know. It's a good question. You know what else is a good question? Which is an interesting question in itself.
We're really opening a can of worms here.
Well, actually, first things first, so with this slice, I did put on the crushed red pepper, which usually if there is crushed red pepper on the table when I'm out at EP, I'll throw a little bit on there. But Italian seasoning, you have this Italian seasoning packet. Now that I usually don't, well, usually you just don't even see it. Or no, actually, is it? Is there the little green shaker? It's usually just
my experience,
the crushed red pepper and the Parmesan.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been somewhere that's had like some type of a little seasoning shaker, maybe.
That's the clutch move. Even if like I'm
been
going to
somewhere
a
fancy.
deli and I get a sub, I always make sure they put the Italian spice on there. Get that
Okay.
little kick of seasoning.
That being said, that is pretty solid. That's not bad. That is not bad. Okay. So, we just got pepperoni, which is, to me, that's the staple of a pizza. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're with, if you have kids, maybe it's just cheese they can't even have, but even pepperoni. Most people, everybody Who don't like pepperoni?
I love pepperoni. I mean, we can't keep it in the house, honestly, because we'll get a packet of pepperoni. I'll sit there and just, I'm not even thinking about it, down the whole package, and it's like, yeah, that was for dinner tomorrow. Well, I'm going back to the grocery store tomorrow.
It's so good. So my kind of go-to pizza topping combo that I think is just because you can get the specialty pizzas if which is great. Usually that's what I'll try and do if they have if you go to a place and if they have their own specialty pizza, it's there for a reason. But if you're just with somebody, you're just gonna call the normal whatever spot. Pepperoni and banana peppers is one of my all-time favorite combos. To me, that's just the easy go-to. Wham bam, can't go wrong.
You throw banana peppers in there, and then you throw bacon on as well.
Oh,
and it's just
I would not say no to that.
Pizza.
I would definitely not say no to that. I mean, really, any kind of meat. I am a meat lover, so obviously that's one that stands out to me. You got the bacon bits. You can also get the some places you can get the beef. You get the sausage as well. Italian sausages. There's different sausages. Oh, man. I just love pizza so much. I miss it. It's so good. I say I miss it because I don't get to eat it as often. I think I've told you about this, but I don't know if I've went on air about this, but one of the New Year's resolutions that me and my wife are doing this year is if we're going to eat pizza, like I'm doing today, then the next day we have to run 10 miles. Which, we run, here and there and stuff, but even for runners, that's a bit of a tall order. So my pizza days are few and far between this year. So I'm going to take full advantage of this today here on Brewsday. And it probably goes without saying, but guess what I'm going to have for dinner tonight? This pizza? Is not dinner, by the way. I'm going to go home and we are going to make our own pizzas, which that's a topic in itself. I don't know. Do you do pizzas at home? Do you ever? Yeah. What's your kind of?
It's never deep dish. It always ends up being a.
Oh no,
kind of. I make my.
I wouldn't even know how you would do a deep dish.
I make my own dough. Well, I've learned today. I maybe could start doing it from here on out. I just got to get my hands on some drip pans. Like I make my own dough, you let it rise. Like it's a process. Roll it out and then I just kind of bake it in the oven. But the thing about doing it at home, in my experience, is that I can make a crust one way, and my wife can make a crust a different way, and I will almost always, invariably, go to my way. So I think I've got the perfect pizza crust, is what I'm saying.
So how do you? Is it like one of those like store-bought packets, or do you just from scratch?
Flour, yeast, baking soda sometimes if you want it to crisp up a little bit. And you just let it rise. Sugar, because the yeast needs something to eat. But yeah, there was a time period before we had children where I was making bread like every weekend. I'm damn good at pizza crust. Sometimes you can throw a little garlic in there for
well, why not?
a little extra kick.
See, I've never actually made bread, so I don't know anything like that. We just got the store pack things.
It's actually really easy. It's all about like time and just waiting it out. Not like baking a cake where if you do one thing wrong, the whole thing's going sideways. Bread's very much so an experiment, much like making a sour beer. So a little bit of a kinship there with the sour beers and the. I did try over the pandemic to make sourdough bread, and that is way too much time involved.
Really, you would think it'd be the best of both worlds, right there. You get the sour from the beers, and you get the.
Well, with the sourdough, so you're sitting there weighing flour every day to make sure you keep feeding it, and it's just
too much.
I want my bread now.
Yeah.
I want my crust now, but
that's fair.
Someday.
Yeah, I honestly, well, carbs are the enemy, so maybe I don't want to know how to make bread, but dude, bread is so good. That's why this pizza is one of my favorites. Where it's just thick. Like the Sicilian style. See, to me, this is more, I would almost call this more of a Sicilian pizza than a deep dish pizza. But I guess this is Detroit deep dish, so I guess that's the difference.
I think that's the biggest thing that Italian food's gotten right is how important bread and carbs are.
They are, especially for running.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you today, and I'm going to ask you again tomorrow. Right now, where you're at, is 10 miles worth it?
Well, I'm going to be eating a lot more pizza. But, yeah, it will be worth it. I mean, I'm just so glad. It's been It's seriously, I can't. I'm trying to even remember last time I had pizza. It's been too long, and I don't like this.
When's the last time you ran 10 miles?
Last time I had the day before, day after. Last time I had pizza. I mean, it's been. I don't know. We haven't really done too many long runs. It must have been sometime like in, I don't know, February or something maybe. It's been too long. It's been over a month, for sure. I know that much.
Yeah, I'm not going to run 10 miles tomorrow, I promise you. I'm not going to run 10 miles. I would be willing to bet I do not run 10 miles collectively throughout this year.
No, I did. I just remembered it was when we were in Hawaii. We had pizza and we did a 10-mile run. So that was the last.
Did you have
time.
Hawaiian pizza in Hawaii?
Actually, we did not. We did not. We honestly, and what really sucked was we tried to get like a local pizza. We ordered through them and stuff, but then we couldn't find them on Google Maps and crap. And then they wouldn't answer the phone, so we ended up just going to like a freaking chain, which sucked. And then the guy like finally got back to us, was like, "Your pizza's are ready." And we're like, "Dude, we've been trying to."
The ship has sailed.
We've been trying to get a hold of you for the past 40 minutes.
Maybe
Like,
be a little less.
We already
laid
ordered
back.
other pizza.
So, what's your thinking on pineapple on pizza?
See, I know a lot of people hate it. A lot of people love it. I could take it or leave it. I mean, I can do it, but it's definitely not something I seek out. I know a lot of people really poo-poo it, and judging by your facial expression, you're not a fan?
I don't really like pineapple all that much. It's great, like if you're making teriyaki or you've got like a barbecue dish, or even like your Sunday dinner ham. Pineapple's kind of important in the way the flavor tastes, but the pineapple itself, I could go the rest of my life and never eat an actual slice of pineapple. But the biggest thing to me is that it gets called Hawaiian pizza, and it's actually from like the upper Midwest.
Yeah, it was not a big thing over there, and it's probably because it's not actually from Hawaii, so that makes sense. I bet maybe in the tourist areas, the real tourist traps, they probably have.
Oh yeah,
it because
they've
people
definitely hammered into it.
Yeah, but really, I don't think that's what you would get
No.
over there. But yeah, I don't really mind it, man. I like pineapple, but it is weird, the warm fruits.
I mean,
Can you think of any other? What other examples of warm fruits? I guess like in pies or something, but. It's just,
I mean, that's true. I guess like
little,
an apple pie is definitely better when it's hot, and then you throw that scoop of ice cream on there. But I mean, you're also getting into a dangerous territory. Sweet and savory works to a certain degree, but I don't know about sweet, savory, and then tomato sauce.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm never the first one that's like, oh, let's get the Hawaiian pizza. But like you said before, I'm not too picky with pizza. Pizza's pizza. I can eat just about anything on a pizza. I'll try anything, of course.
It seems to be. And speaking of trying anything, there was another thing I was thinking about earlier is talking about all the meats on pizzas. Outside of anchovies, can you name a single time that you've run into fish on pizza? Like, I'm thinking in my head, scallops would be damn good on a pizza.
I bet you could put I have. I've had I guess like lobster pizza.
Lobster would be damn good too.
Yeah, I've done that before. It's good.
Oh,
You can definitely do that.
We're gonna have to branch out from here.
Yep.
And you're gonna have to run a lot more miles.
Yeah, no kidding, man. That being said, what beers go best with pizza? And feel free to, chime in on this. I know we do have the Facebook Live going. If you want to pop in, and you can leave a comment, of course, and all that sort of good stuff. We do stream the Brewsday Tuesday on the Facebook Live. We also do it on the YouTube channel, so you can watch and comment there as well. What's your favorite pizza beer combo? Frankly, I think that, I mean, even an IPA that I have pretty low hopes for is tasting pretty solid with the pizza. I think basically you could probably drink any beer with a pizza.
I think you're right. I feel like I learned nothing because this beer was just as good as I'm sure it would have been by itself. I thought from the smell that it was going to be off-putting because it was going to be very different flavors, but no, I think beer is beer. But now we need to get into like maybe a sour, try some like framboise or something. That might be where you you don't want to do that.
That might switch things up. So, all right, go ahead and untap it, which, by the way, that's how we like to rate our beers. DreZ Drinks is my handle. My man over there is Big Nate Danger. how are you feeling with the relax?
The Offshoot Beer Relax Hazy IPA. It went really well with the pizza. It's a pretty solid beer as far as hazy IPAs go. I'm a fan. I don't have an ABV, which sometimes is a... Oh, there we go. 6.8% ABV. Not too bad. This is going to be another 4.
Yeah, that's actually what I was just thinking. I was like, maybe just when you're eating pizza with beer, everything's going to be a 4. Because it's hard to really gauge really and separate the beer. That being said, so this one over here, the Hopping Nomad IPA, the marks on Untapped are not fantastic at all, but I'm leaning higher. I'm thinking about ranking it higher, and I'm wondering if it's because of the pizza. I bet the next time I untap this beer, it may have a much lower rating. But for now, I think it's pretty solid. I don't know if it's quite a 4. I might go 3.75. I mean, it is a little on the weaker side. It says it's a session, so it's only 4.5%. But
and let's keep in mind the brewery didn't even want to acknowledge it.
It doesn't even have the brewery's name. I mean, I'll look at it again even closer, but I swear it does not say.
There's just a tiny little watermark.
I mean, I don't know. The internet could be lying to me, but I do not see any sort of indication what brewery this actually comes from, which I think is a bit of a red flag, frankly. But hey, it's beer,
right.
And it's getting drank along with some delicious pizza. So there you go, man. Deep dish pizza day in the books. This is fun. I do like the food shows, but I do feel bad for our listeners when I'm just munching down. I don't know what next week is. I know we've kind of got a game plan for. Are we just starting to drink? Because we got a couple shows that can go whenever. We try. We've been trying to do the themes thing, and I think it's been going pretty well. But we might just need to drink the beers because I got a couple shows worth of beers that I'm very excited for.
That fridge is getting full. We may have to.
We need to just start. That's
clear
what
some room.
This was already just a clear out throwaway show, but we have some.
But we had pizza.
We have some good theme shows that aren't tied to a specific day, so maybe we'll just start doing that. I don't know. Either way,
I'm down. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. I'm looking forward to it, too. That's a wrap on Brewsday Tuesday. We'll take a quick break. We'll get back with the rock and roll here on 105.3 The Bear. Stick around.